Is lack of self-confidence or fear holding you back from something you really want to do? In this video, I'm going to tell you what to do about it. Hi, my name's Christine Conroy. Welcome to Happy Stuff and Fluff, a channel for women over 50 who are getting happy and growing younger. So what I want you to do is think about something that's been niggling at you for a long time, something that you know you really need to do. It could be work related, career related, it could be something you want to learn perhaps, or a hobby you want to take up. It could be any of those things. And what is stopping you, if you are perfectly honest with yourself, is fear. Or, as I say, a lack of self-confidence. Now, as a positive psychology practitioner, there are lots of interventions, if you were sitting in front of me, that we could talk about. We could possibly get to the bottom of why you lack the self-confidence to do what it is, or where the fear stems from that's stopping you from doing it. But today, I'm going to talk about something radical. Quite simply, you're going to tip the bucket with me. Now, I've talked about tipping the bucket before, and I was talking about it recently to someone, and I talked about it and explained that metaphor, what it means, and I want to do that with you, because what I want you to do whenever you find yourself in that situation again after today, you'll be able to say to yourself, tip the bucket. And that's what you will do. So let me first of all tell you the story where this came from. I used to go to a spa and have a sauna. I used to enjoy having saunas. And the actual sauna itself was probably a good 20 yards away, should we say, past a kind of plunge pool, 20 yards away to the shower. So you'd come out of the sauna and then walk the 20 yards to the shower. Now, in the shower room, you had two choices. You could have a normal shower, at whatever temperature you liked, and then you had the option to pull a chain, which pulled over a bucket filled with ice water. Iced water. And you would stand, pull the bucket, and the ice water would pour all over you and drench you in freezing cold water. And then, of course, the idea is to go back to the sauna and do the whole thing again. Very few people actually went into the sauna and tipped the bucket, because when they got to the shower and saw the choice, normal shower or tipping the bucket, they would use the normal shower and thereby avoid tipping the bucket. Now, I would lie in the sauna, getting hotter and hotter and hotter, knowing that I wanted to tip the bucket of ice cold water, because I'd done it once before and I knew the absolute blissful relaxation that followed after the shock of the iced water. I mean, it was like floating. Sorry, that was a train going by. It was like floating, just a very deep sense of total relaxation, absolute bliss. So I used to lie in the sauna, and I would lie there and lie there and lie there until I was so uncomfortably hot I had to leave the sauna, and then I would take the walk to the shower. Now, instead of taking the walk to the shower and thinking, I'm not going to do that one, I'm going to do this one, shall I do that, shall I do this, shall I do the other one? No, I came out of the sauna and I had in my mind, I am tipping the bucket. And I didn't even see the people either side of me. I would walk from the sauna, a determined walk, without thought, straight to the bucket and pull the chain. Oh, it was really, I can feel it now. That's exactly what it was. like that. But then such absolute joy. And then I would do the whole thing over again. Now, why am I telling you the story? Because tipping the bucket became a metaphor for me whenever I had something uncomfortable that I needed to do for my own benefit. So where I would know that after I'd done this particular thing, it would bring me benefit. So let me say, for an example, when I did my first speech in front of a group of people. Now, I'm sure you know that speaking in public is apparently one of the world's worst fears. And where I didn't feel like that, I was, incredibly nervous about it. Now, what I would say to you if we were talking in depth about your particular situation, I would talk about preparation. I would say, be prepared. Be prepared so much that you could go on automatic pilot and do whatever it is you need to do. However, sometimes there comes a time where the way you're putting off having to do the particular thing is telling yourself that you need more preparation and more preparation. So before I do that, I need to do more preparation and a little bit more because it needs to be perfect and so on. So 80% is good, and getting done is better than perfect. So done is better than perfect. So you do have to be ruthless with yourself. I am now prepared enough. Now is the time to take action. Okay, so that's how I used to think about it. So I'm prepared now. Now I am just going to go and do it. Just like the walk from the sauna to the bucket. No thoughts about doubting myself, about whether I fall flat on my face, about whether no one's going to be interested in what I've got to say. All of those thoughts were gone. I was prepared. I knew what I wanted to say. I knew what I wanted, how I wanted to help the people I was speaking to. That had all been done. Now what I had to do was take the walk and tip the bucket. And although the first few minutes would be uncomfortable, walking out with a group of people all looking at you expectantly, it's a bit of an uncomfortable thing. But within minutes, if not seconds, once that was over with, I would be in the enjoyment of it, in the flow, and doing my job that I had prepared for. And afterwards, when the speech was over and I sat down, the satisfaction was just so great. But first of all, very, very often, in order to achieve something, you have to do something that you're not going to like doing. And that's where tipping the bucket comes in. So I would lie in the sauna. And that's the other thing. How are you going to feel if you don't do this particular thing? How would I have felt if I'd stayed in the sauna? I would probably have collapsed. But it kept me there, trying to make this decision. And I'd be in the sauna. And then all of a sudden, right, that's enough. I am not suffering this anymore. I'm going to take action. And once that decision was made, no thoughts, no doubts, take the necessary steps that you've prepared for in advance. You know where you're going, just as I knew the path to the showers. And even though there was an option that was lesser than, I didn't give it a thought. Straight to the bucket, tip the bucket, feel the shock, only for a few seconds, and then experience the joy. And that's what I want you to do. Think about this particular thing that you know you need to do. Prepare for it. But you know when, okay, I'm 80% prepared for this now. It's time for me to go. And stop pretending that you need more preparation. You don't. Okay, so as I say, I'm all about being prepared well, but not incessant preparation and no action. Now is the time for you to take action. I say, I talked about taking courage in where I talked about Brene Brown, and please watch that if you haven't watched. I keep saying that, but just let me say to you, hesitation is going to defeat you. The minute you get a thought that comes into your head that says, oh, well, it's gone. Your determination. Don't let hesitation stop you. We don't have time. Women over 50, I think it was, I can't remember who said it. Was it the Dalai Lama? I'll check it out. Who said that we need to live like we were going to die tomorrow, but learn as though we're going to live forever. We are not promised tomorrow. If you don't take this action today, you may not get the chance to do it again. So what I'm saying to you is think about that particular thing, get prepared for it, be determined, don't let doubt even in your mind, head straight for where you have to go and tip that bucket. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Please tell me down below what action you've decided to take and when you're going to take it, and then tell us when you've actually taken it. Okay, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We'd love to have you in our community, and I'll see you next time. Until then, remember that on the Happy Stuff and Fluff, we are getting happy and growing younger. See you soon. Bye-bye.